From all the guys, a big bow wow.
Maybe you should just take my job. Hi guys, welcome back to Ambs and Els. We're going to be playing around with latex and fake blood today. Yay! I had to bribe you into doing this. Don't act like you're excited.
Yeah, I really ain't.
So if you follow my Twitter or my Snapchat, I think I might put it on Instagram too, then you would have seen a look that I did on myself with the slit neck the other day and a look that I did on him when we cut his face open. So today, what are we doing, Aidan? You going to tell him what we're doing?
I'm going to give you a clue.
We're ripping his eye out. Are you excited?
No.
I can't wait. It's going to be great. Right. Let's get into the video.
Yay!
Ripping my road trip merch because I love Andy.
But in the comments down below, you have to say, I did your makeup tutorial.
If you do recreate the look, post it on Twitter or Instagram and tag me, and I'll let you know what I think.
Could you post pictures in the comments?
I don't think so.
Well, if you can, if you find out, yes,
Blood on my
do
hands
it.
still.
And can you please put it in the comments and show us? But if not, just put it on Twitter or something.
But yeah, anyways, guys, hope you enjoy. Follow the instructions, all that. So what I'm doing is getting the measurement of the tissue paper in the circle to fit around Aidan's eye, making sure his hair isn't in the way, pouring some latex onto the sponge and just dabbing it in a circle around his eye, making sure it doesn't go on his eyebrow, because we don't want to rip his eyebrow hairs out. Creds to Aidan for being a great model. Like, he sits still and he lets me do it. So then we place the circle of tissue paper around the latex and dab it with the sponge to secure it, and all the way around to make sure it's stuck down properly. Add in another bit of latex onto the top, and really it's quite easy to do. Just be generous with the latex to make sure it's all stuck down, and we're layering it up just to get the 3D effect. And what you've got to do is tell the person to keep their eyes shut until the latex is dry on all 3 layers, because you don't want latex in someone's eye. 4 layers, sorry, Aidan's corrected me on that. So here we're adding the second layer. But yeah, keep your eyes shut whilst adding the layers until everything's dry, because if latex gets in your eye, it will hurt and sting. Aidan keeps coughing, so the audio is probably going to be awful. But I'm really awkward and I don't know what to say anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, we're repeating the process 4 times in total. We're on the second layer now, dabbing all the way around in a circle. Stop, Aidan. Dabbing round in a circle to get the whole tissue covered in the latex. Aidan, seriously, mate. 3rd layer, same rule, just stick it on, make sure it's in the circle, and dab it round with more latex all the way around the edge. Try and keep the middle dry, because otherwise you'll end up getting rips and tears in the tissue paper from the latex, because it will get soggy and then it will take even longer to dry. But make sure you still have enough latex at the same time to make sure it's all stuck down.
Yes.
Because you don't want your eye patch falling off halfway through the night when you're like trying to look like a zombie with no eyeball. Do we?
Yes.
I can't remember what layer this is. I think it's 3rd. It might be 4th.
I don't know why, but I'm being really quiet.
I like it when you're quiet. It's peaceful. Oh, that was the 3rd. So now this is the 4th and final layer. Stop. Hello. He's being really annoying, guys. I don't know what to do with him. But creds to him, like I said before. He's 9 years old. He's sitting here and letting me do this. He's being a bit annoying now whilst we're doing the voiceover. Aidan, that's enough. But yeah, going around with a final layer of latex and making sure everything's all stuck down and secured.
Yes. Yes.
And that's basically it for the first step.
Yes.
So Aidan is now turning around to show you what it looks like. This is a completed eye patch, and we just have to wait for it to dry now. Takes quite a while though. So I'm just fanning Aidan with an eyeshadow palette to make it dry a bit quicker, but you can use a hairdryer if you're impatient like me. I can't stress enough how important it is to make sure this is dry before you go on to the next step, otherwise you'll tear and ruin the tissue paper. So the next step is to get the foundation. Obviously it's mine, so it wasn't exactly Aidan's skin colour, but it was near enough.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter because
It still did the job.
Most of it was fake blood.
Yeah, you cover it all in blood later on anyway. But yeah, get an old beauty blender and dab all the way around the circle and on the inside, covering most of the white areas that you can to make it look more realistic and skin coloured. Aidan just farted, that's disgusting. But yeah, be gentle with the beauty blender because the tissue will tear easily, especially when it's wet. But you want to blend and make it look as realistic as you can. And that's it, really. So now we've finished up with the foundation, just make sure it's all blended and wait for that to dry, really, and that's it. Aidan's very good at acting, so the finished product, when we did a photo shoot, it turned out great, and he'd looked like a real life zombie. But yeah, moving on to the next step. So now I'm getting out my Neon Lights palette and we're adding in some purple to make it look like a bruising effect. Aidan just coughed right into the microphone. So if you're using earphones, I apologise. But yeah, just getting a little brush and we're dabbing around the edges and a little bit in the centre to add some purple. Don't be too much with the purple because it will probably not blend very well with the red, but it's just to give it like a dirty bruised effect. So when we were filming this, I didn't really think about camera angles, which is probably why I should have moved the camera when filming it, which Aidan did point out when we were doing it, but it was already too late. So we're trying to obviously do the eyeshadow while showing you what I'm doing, but I'm going to talk you through it step by step. So yeah, we finished with the bruising now, just showing you the palette that I used. It was quite good, very pigmented, and it achieved the effect we were looking for. So now we're moving on to the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. I love this palette. It's literally my ride or die. I use it nearly every day for all of my makeup looks. And the two colours that it has in it for this SFX tutorial is the red and burgundy colours. They're great. They blend well. Aidan coughed again. They blend well and it does look like a bloody, gory effect. So the colours are really good for what we're using it for. So yeah, we're using the two colours that I mentioned and we're just adding it evenly all the way across the patch on the outside, working inside, blending it nicely as we go along, mixing it with the purpley bruised colour and just making it look a bit red and disgusting, really. But I guess that's kind of the idea. So yeah, this is how he looks at the minute, all the reds and the purples blended together, showing you the two colours that I used. Aidan keeps coughing on purpose as soon as I turn the voiceover on. But yeah, now we're going to add some black and to make the details, really. And then when we add fake blood, the black is going to darken it up and make it look even more realistic. So I'm going around the edges lightly with the black. Don't do too much because it's very pigmented in the Jaclyn palette. And then you probably won't be able to blend it with the reds. So just lightly go around the edges and maybe a tiny bit in a centrepiece just to give it that extra darkened effect. And then go back in with the brush that you used for the red and blend it all together to make it look more natural. So now we've added in the black, this is what it looks like, and pose for a thumbnail because I'm an unprepared bitch. So that's what we're doing. Anyway, this is how it looks now to get a bit bloody. The favourite bit. So I'm going to finish the voiceovers on my own because Aidan kept coughing on purpose and it's annoying. Anyway, so we've tilted Aidan's head back and we're using the gel bud from Poundland because I'm cheap like that. But it's really good, it's realistic and it lasts as well. So we're getting the gel blood, going around the edges and then with a sponge just blending it to make it look a bit more natural. So now just to make it look even more realistic and extra messy, we're going in with the liquid blood. So I've got a brush just to smooth it and make it look a bit more natural to blend it into the crevices of the patch and all around the edges. So we're tilting Aidan's head right back so that hopefully the blood will run naturally. I'm going to squirt it and blend it and then make it run down either side of his nose and down his cheek to give it that realistic effect. So we're going to put a bit in the middle and a bit either side, drip it down and wait for it to run. So this is now how Aidan looks. The blood did run a bit more than we'd expected it to and it went the other side of his nose too, but it's fine, it looks even more realistic now. So we're going in with a sponge just to blend all around the edges and make it look like it's not just been splattered everywhere, really. And that's basically the look completed. We're going to add some more blood onto the brush and flick it everywhere so it looks like blood splatters, because obviously if your eyeball was ripped out, it would be a complete and utter mess. So we're just going to flick it and get it everywhere, just to make it even more messy. So this is the completed look, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm not a special effects makeup artist, I don't claim to be. I do it for fun. It's Halloween season. I enjoy doing it, and I think I'm okay at it. So let me know what you think, and if you've got any suggestions that you want me to try out, comment it down below or message me on Twitter or Instagram and I'll give it a go. Aidan's a great model, so props to you. Thanks for letting us do it on you, mate. So, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And what do we say, Aidan?
Peace and love. See you in the flip side. Boob.